So if you are not making sales on Etsy right now, I want to give you probably one of the best specific seasons, or many people would say even occasions, you need to start selling for, and it is back to school. Right now, there are a ton of teachers getting prepared to go back to school, and they are not just looking for school supplies to purchase or getting things set up for their office, but they're looking for things to wear for the school year. And this is a huge opportunity for your shop to start getting a spike in sales. And so I want to share with you 5 top trending teacher designs that you need to focus on and recreate and redesign and start selling in your Etsy shop. I want to share that all with you coming up next. So welcome back to the video, my friends. You're new here, my name is Jay, and on this channel I teach you how to make income online by creating and selling your own products. So if you like content like this, then consider subscribing to my channel. The tool that we're going to use today to help us actually identify what products are selling well is Everbee. Everbee is a research tool that I use to help me find all of my top products that I know are selling well. And again, this helps me remove all of the confusion and really help me focus on things that's led by data. So if you want to check out Everbee on your own, I make sure to leave all the details down in my description box below. One of the things I like to do is go into the top portion and search extremely broad, because from here I want to be able to find specific products that have sold well in the past month, 2 months or so. And once I'm able to identify those top trending products that's getting tons of favorites already and of course sales, then I know this could be a potential niche for me to definitely target and redesign in my own unique way. And so instead of me just searching up for the best selling listings, I want to try to get ahead of that trend and see where are the interests of people right now for this new product. So with that being said, we'll go into a very broad niche here in regards to our topic, which is teacher shirt. And as I go here, obviously we see all of the common things like the bestsellers and popular nows, which we definitely want to focus on. But with Everbee, I can go in a step further and see that data on a large, massive scale, and even go in further, just not to see the amount of sales the product has received, but I can also go and see how many favorites an item has received, which is going to be our primary focus of the sales and obviously the favorites. So when I head over to the left-hand side here, I have the option to go into product analytics. So I want to go ahead and head there. All right, so here we are in Everbee Analytics, and one of the things that we definitely want to focus on here are the amount of sales, also the age of the listing, because again, we want to focus on those listings that have been around just for a short period of time that's gaining sales in this particular niche here. So with that being said, I like to head over more so to the middle of this area here. I want to see obviously the total sales, but also the favorites. The reason why I do this is because I want to target those listings that have just been around for a short amount of time. That's going to let me know where people are spending their money in regards to immediate products that have been listed. I like to filter this from the age of the listing, from the earliest listing to obviously the oldest listing here. And when you do this, there's a couple of things you definitely got to focus on. Just not the total sales, but I like to look at the number of favorites, because in my estimation, if it has a large favorite count, then it will obviously have a large sales count, and that can grow throughout time. I can see this product here has received 304 favorites in just a short time. And again, it could have been 3 days it was listed. It could have been 30 days it was listed, but we know it's within that time of 30 days because it says 1 month. But again, it has received 304 favorites and 45 sales just in that short amount of time. I know this is where people are spending their time, so I definitely want to target my focus in regards to that design and how I can bring out more in that space. If I go down a little bit further here, I can see this product has received 433 favorites just in that short time of 30 days or so, but it has received 155 sales. Now with Everbee, once you found a particular product you definitely want to focus on, you can also favorite these as well, so you can always go back to them so you can keep track of what you're doing. And I pulled out some products already that I believe can do extremely well if you're trying to get started selling anything online with Etsy. Now again, the overall goal of today's video is not to copy, but to gain some inspiration from these products that we can redesign this ourselves. And one of the things that we're going to see with these products is that we can take just not the overall style, but just learn the overall phrase that we can incorporate in our own unique way. So this shirt here says teacher tour. Obviously we can take that phrase into a different way, maybe add some retro things in there, or maybe add in a different color style, or just entirely different design in general, even placement of the design. So there's a lot here that we can definitely focus on and change and redesign in our own unique way. But this is a phrase that I think is truly popular. We can even go in here and change the things on the side of the shirt as well. But again, teacher tour is a shirt that we can design before, and we can see that this also incorporate one of the things I talked about is that incorporating just not the design trend, but the placement trend, right? So we see the placement trend being done here. We see the design on the front of the shirt, but we also see the design on the back of the shirt here. And so you can see all of these popular things that's tied to teachers. We can also go into different type of AI tools to generate new phrases ending in the same way. That could be a new line of things we showcase on the back of our shirt here. So there's a lot of things that we can do in regards to these designs, and even utilizing AI to recreate some of these elements in our own unique way could be a possibility for us as well. So definitely creating this teacher tour, for the back to school season, and really for anything really in regards to teachers and schools, I think is a great place for you to create and design your product. If we go in here further, we're looking at products that have been recently released. So we're not looking for the sales volume to be extremely high. That will come as time go on, but we are looking to see what have they done in that short amount of time. So we know this product here is only 2 months old, received about 70 sales in that short lifetime of the listing. But again, when this product was listed, it was at the end of the school year. So just imagine what it's going to do in regards to us getting closer to the school year. Again, we see the favorite count is high, and that is primarily what I'm looking at, because I know that if favorite count is high, I know sales velocity is going to be high as well. And so we see 421 favorites and 32 sales just in the last 30 days. All right, so here's our second product that is doing extremely well. Also, again, everything we're talking about today are either bestsellers or have this product in the cart here. So we're definitely talking about all trending things here. This one here simply has in that retro type cursive font style, second grade. We can see this is a best-selling product. People enjoy this here. If we go in a little bit further, we can see some additional things here in regards to this design. Again, only a month old, right? 74 sales just in that last 30 days of being around for a month. And remember, we're talking about in the summertime, not even coming to the peak season of back to school, but we do see this favorite count, which is high. Again, 195 sales. Again, the more favorites it has, the more it's going to be viewed, and the more it's going to be viewed, the more it's going to be sold. In the last 30 days, in that short time, received 20 sales already. And I do think it is important to talk about the quality of the shirt as well. So you definitely want to look at what style t-shirt are they selling, but also what design trend they're incorporating on their product as well. I would encourage you only have as a mock-up photo whatever t-shirt you are selling. I know there's some people who try to have these type of t-shirts here, but don't necessarily sell that. And so again, you want to stay clear of misrepresentation. Definitely showcasing a mock-up what you are selling as a real and true product. Here's the opportunity we have to just not sell a product well, but also talk about scalability, right? We can actually scale this into different areas within the teacher niche, right? So we're focusing on second grade here, but obviously this design can go much further than just second grade. We can take this over into third grade or first grade. We can go over to middle school, talking about history teacher, and definitely add in some elements that may not be visible here that we can fill in that gap, but still stay true to what the win is here, which obviously this colorized text and this overall style of the text that we have in front of us. But when I look at products like this, I always ask myself, what can I do that's different? What can I do to add value to this design? And then once I do that, how can I scale this into multiple places? These t-shirts that we're talking about today can do extremely well, just not for the grade level, right? I'm selling multiple shirts, but think about how we can actually parse that into other grade levels, that we can sell these as team teacher shirts to different departments, even focusing on a principal t-shirt, and of course, bringing in just not design trend, but also placement trend that, again, this product may be missing, that we can incorporate as a value point for our customers. So always follow the wins, but definitely fill in the gaps. We see this product here has the design on the pocket style of the t-shirt as well as on the back. Thinking about design placement could be a huge factor in you making sales, as we see here. This is a best-selling product. 20 plus people have it in the cart. We can see some more data in regards to Everbee, but learning from the design itself, what are they doing that's adding a extreme amount of value? They're offering a pocket style design here, obviously adding in personalization, which is another feature here, and then bringing in these little phrases that could be easily integrated over with pre-made text designs, as well as adding in some retro AI designs here to create our elements. We have a lot of opportunities to redesign this in our own unique way. And of course, as we said before, bringing in that personalization, if you want to say that, but that categorizing of who are we serving, right? We can easily add in a specific grade level, right? In my third grade era, in my first grade era. And again, we're not talking about copying designs, but definitely learning from the listing to see what can we do that's different and how can we add more value here. In the more micro niche we can get in regards to the grade levels that we're creating for. It's going to be an easy sell and an easy win for us. And of course, we always have to make sure we do our due diligence to make sure that wherever we're designing for, or whatever phrases we're using, is clear for any trademarks. But as you can see, this can definitely be a huge opportunity for you to make sales in this area. All right, so when we go further into Everbee, let's see what data we can find in regards to this product here. And of course, everything we're talking about today are recently released products, because we want to see what is selling right now that has been recently released, right? We're not looking at the last 3 years, but seeing what has been doing well in the past 60 days that we can start incorporating ourselves. So here's another product, right? Only 2 months old, but in that short amount of time received, 200 plus sales. And as we go a little bit further here, we see this product in the last 30 days has received 100 sales. If you go down to the favorites, as we learned in other areas here, if it has a high favorite count, then naturally it's going to have a high sales count. And this is exactly what we see here. So again, we can get ahead of the trend. We see the win, but we also want to add in some value points that they might be missing to fill in those gaps here. But I think getting into this placement, pocket style, back of the t-shirt design here, adding in these little phrases that's obviously can be incorporated by pre-made text designs, and adding in a more specific grade level here that can then turn into a teacher team shirt could be a huge opportunity for you to make sales in that regards as well. And here's yet again another top trending product that has been around just for a short time, is doing extremely well. And I want you to think about why, right? Think about what we talked about in that last product, placement trends, just not design trends, but placement trends. And we see the same thing being done here. Obviously, anything that's geared towards a teacher shirt, adding in personalization, I think is going to be a win for you. And again, we see this retro type style here being done on the back of the t-shirt. And this is also incorporating the alphabet, but also utilizing some popular words here for each letter. Now, again, this could be easily done by going into an AI system and just prompting the AI system with saying, give me popular words that's tied to the alphabet geared towards teachers. And you can obviously see that can be easily incorporated here. And of course, whatever we see that's trending, we can actually add to a different product. So even though we're talking about today a t-shirt, right? T-shirt trends for teachers, it can easily be done for a sweatshirt. It can be easily done for a coffee mug, to a tumbler. So that is another opportunity we can do with these type of products. We can see this is doing well. Placement trends, offering in that retro type font style that we know to do extremely well here. I think we can even add some more things here to make it stand out in a different way by looking at other designs and other ways they're showcasing this design here. I would take a little bit from here with how they're showcasing their apple and move it over to this design and make it a little bit different, but still add in the alphabet here. That's just one easy way to redesign a product, but still stay within that area of what is selling well. And here is an example of a very simple product to create that I think we can definitely incorporate all the different things we talked about: placement trends, design trends, adding in popular phrases to products just like this, but sometimes simple sales. And that's exactly what we see here, right? We don't see any personalization. That could definitely be a huge value point here. We don't see any pocket style or back of the shirt designs here. That could be a huge opportunity for us to make sales here. But obviously this is making sales. Sometimes simple sales, simple wins. And we see it's a best-selling product. 20 plus people have it in the cart. A basic phrase here: choose kindness. We can also incorporate our own unique style of showcasing this popular phrase, choose kindness, in a unique way that we learn from other products here. Instead of us maybe having sunflowers here, we can go back to what we learned from popular design trends and maybe add in these type of elements in place of that. Again, what I like to do when I do product research, as you can see here, I'm learning from multiple products, right? I'm just not looking at one design and say, how can I re-engineer that or recreate that? I'm looking at multiple designs to see what are they doing well in these places, and how can I fill in the gaps in other areas like this choose kindness niche that may not have the back style of the design or the pocket style or the personalization or the retro type themes, bringing in this type of font design into that space here. And so again, learning from other places is a huge benefit for you in regards to this niche here. Obviously, we see choose kindness is doing well here. This has already received some reviews here, 25 reviews specifically for this product alone. And if we go a little bit further in Everbee, we can see additional data here. Only been around for 3 months, right? But in that 3 months, received 118 sales. Understandably, that this product was released on the back end of the school year, right when school was closing out. So we know that majority of their sales would come from coming back to school season. And just in the last 30 days have received 38 sales here. But when I look at this favorite count, and again, the favorite count is more so what I am excited about. It has received over 1,000 favorites, which makes me understand that this is going to do extremely well the closer we get down to back to school time. So there's a huge opportunity for us to make sales, to re-engineer, redesign these products in a unique way here. But we know these things are selling well elsewhere, and we can incorporate these design trends into these new areas. So as you can see, getting started in this teacher niche is really profitable as well as scalable, because you're able to change these designs, get into different sub niches, and start creating amazing things for teachers to purchase. Now, if you're not sure how to actually get your Etsy shop up and running, then I want to share with you my free step-by-step guide that will cover all of the essential steps you need to take to make sure your shop is ready to make sales. If you want to check out my free guide, then check out my link down below. And if you like content like this, then consider subscribing to my channel as well. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I will see you in the next video.